The book of Proverbs is a collection of wise sayings, most of which are attributed to King Solomon of Israel. They are useful for teaching wisdom and self-control. They teach us to do what is honest, fair, and right. No matter your age, education, or status, you will find these gems of wisdom to be useful. Even the simple can understand and learn, while those who are already wise can add to their wisdom. Here you will find warnings against adultery and prostitution. Stepping into adultery is like a deer trapped and shot through the liver. A prostitute turns you into a loaf of bread. You will find warnings about laziness. Go watch the ants, you lazy person. You sleep a little, you take a nap. You will be as poor as if you had been robbed. There are lessons about how to treat your neighbor, the poor and the mighty. You will find instructions regarding what is good for you and what isn't. You will also find a famous poem singing the praises of a good wife. Here you will find wisdom from the Lord. The Book of Proverbs, Chapter 1. These are the wise words of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel. They teach wisdom and self-control. They will help you understand wise words. They will teach you how to be wise and self-controlled, and will teach you to do what is honest and fair and right. They make the uneducated wise, and give knowledge and sense to the young. Wise people can also listen and learn. Even they can find good advice in these words. Then anyone can understand wise words and stories, the words of the wise and their riddles. Knowledge begins with respect for the Lord, but fools hate wisdom and discipline. My child, listen to your father's teaching, and do not forget your mother's advice. Their teaching will be like flowers in your hair, or a necklace around your neck. My child, if sinners try to lead you into sin, do not follow them. They will say, "Come with us. Let's ambush and kill someone. Let's attack some innocent people just for fun. Let's swallow them alive as death does. Let's swallow them whole as the grave does. We will take all kinds of valuable things and fill our houses with stolen goods. Come, join us, and we will share with you stolen goods." My child, do not go along with them. Do not do what they do. They are eager to do evil and are quick to kill. It is useless to spread out a net right where the birds can see it, but sinners will fall into their own traps. They will only catch themselves. All greedy people end up this way. Greed kills selfish people. Wisdom is like a woman shouting in the street. She raises her voice in the city squares. She cries out in the noisy street and shouts at the city gates. "You fools! How long will you be foolish? How long will you make fun of wisdom and hate knowledge? If only you had listened when I corrected you. I would have told you what's in my heart. I would have told you what I am thinking. I called, but you refused to listen. I held up my hand, but you paid no attention. You did not follow my advice, and did not listen when I corrected you. So I will laugh when you are in trouble. I will make fun when disaster strikes you. When disaster comes over you like a storm, when trouble strikes you like a whirlwind, when pain and trouble overwhelm you. Then you will call to me, but I will not answer. You will look for me, but you will not find me. It is because you rejected knowledge and did not choose to respect the Lord. You did not accept my advice, and you rejected my correction. So you will get what you deserve. You will get what you planned for others. Fools will die because they refuse to listen. They will be destroyed because they do not care. But those who listen to me will live in safety and be at peace without fear of injury. Chapter 2. My child, listen to what I say, and remember what I command you. Listen carefully to wisdom. Set your mind on understanding. Cry out for wisdom, and beg for understanding. Search for it like silver, and hunt for it like hidden treasure. Then you will understand respect for the Lord, and you will find that you know God. Only the Lord gives wisdom. He gives knowledge and understanding. He stores up wisdom for those who are honest. Like a shield, He protects the innocent. He makes sure that justice is done, and He protects those who are loyal to Him. Then you will understand what is honest and fair, and what is the good and right thing to do. Wisdom will come into your mind, and knowledge will be pleasing to you. Good sense will protect you. Understanding will guard you. It will keep you from the wicked, from those whose words are bad, who don't do what is right, but what is evil. They enjoy doing wrong, and are happy to do what is crooked and evil. What they do is wrong, and their ways are dishonest. It will save you from the unfaithful wife, who tries to lead you into adultery with pleasing words. She leaves the husband she married when she was young. She ignores the promise she made before God. Her house is on the way to death. Those who took that path are now all dead. No one who goes to her comes back or walks the path of life again. But wisdom will help you be good and do what is right. Those who are honest will live in the land, and those who are innocent will remain in it. But the wicked will be removed from the land, and the unfaithful will be thrown out of it. Chapter 3. My child, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in mind. Then you will live a long time, and your life will be successful. Don't ever forget kindness and truth. Wear them like a necklace. Write them on your heart as if on a tablet. Then you will be respected, and will please both God and people. Trust the Lord with all your heart, and don't depend on your own understanding. Remember the Lord in all you do, and He will give you success. Don't depend on your own wisdom. Respect the Lord and refuse to do wrong. Then your body will be healthy, and your bones will be strong. Honor the Lord with your wealth and the first fruits from all your crops. Then your barns will be full, and your wine barrels will overflow with new wine. My child, do not reject the Lord's discipline, and don't get angry when He corrects you. The Lord corrects those He loves, just as parents correct the child they delight in. Happy is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gets understanding. Wisdom is worth more than silver. It brings more profit than gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you could want is equal to it. With her right hand, wisdom offers you a long life, and with her left hand, she gives you riches and honor. Wisdom will make your life pleasant and will bring you peace. As a tree produces fruit, wisdom gives life to those who use it, and everyone who uses it will be happy. The Lord made the earth using His wisdom. He set the sky in place using His understanding. With His knowledge, He made springs flow into rivers, and the clouds drop rain on the earth. My child, hold on to wisdom and good sense. Don't let them out of your sight. They will give you life and beauty, like a necklace around your neck. Then you will go your way in safety, and you will not get hurt. When you lie down, you won't be afraid. When you lie down, you will sleep in peace. You won't be afraid of sudden trouble. You won't fear the ruin that comes to the wicked, because the Lord will keep you safe. He will keep you from being trapped. Whenever you are able, do good to people who need help. If you have what your neighbor asks for, don't say, "Come back later, I will give it to you tomorrow." Don't make plans to hurt your neighbor who lives nearby and trusts you. Don't accuse a person for no good reason. Don't accuse someone who has not harmed you. Don't be jealous of those who use violence, and don't choose to be like them. The Lord hates those who do wrong, but He is a friend to those who are honest. The Lord will curse the evil person's house, but He will bless the home of those who do right. The Lord laughs at those who laugh at Him, but He gives grace to those who are not proud. Wise people will receive honor, but fools will be disgraced. Chapter 4. My children, listen to your father's teaching. Pay attention so you will understand. What I am telling you is good, so do not forget what I teach you. When I was a young boy in my father's house, and like an only child to my mother, my father taught me and said, Hold on to my words with all your heart. Keep my commands and you will live. Get wisdom and understanding. Don't forget or ignore my words. Hold on to wisdom and it will take care of you. Love it and it will keep you safe. Wisdom is the most important thing, so get wisdom. If it costs everything you have, get understanding. Treasure wisdom and it will make you great. Hold on to it and it will bring you honor. It will be like flowers in your hair and like a beautiful crown on your head. My child, listen and accept what I say. Then you will have a long life. I am guiding you in the way of wisdom, and I am leading you on the right path. Nothing will hold you back. You will not be overwhelmed. Always remember what you have been taught, and don't let go of it. Keep all that you have learned. It is the most important thing in life. Don't follow the ways of the wicked. Don't do what evil people do. Avoid their ways and don't follow them. Stay away from them and keep on going, because they cannot sleep until they do evil. They cannot rest until they harm someone. They feast on wickedness and cruelty, as if they were eating bread and drinking wine. The way of the good person is like the light of dawn, growing brighter and brighter until full daylight. But the wicked walk around in the dark. They can't even see what makes them stumble. My child, pay attention to my words. Listen closely to what I say. Don't ever forget my words. Keep them always in mind. They are the key to life for those who find them. They bring health to the whole body. Be careful what you think, because your thoughts run your life. Don't use your mouth to tell lies. Don't ever say things that are not true. Keep your eyes focused on what is right and look straight ahead to what is good. Be careful what you do and always do what is right. Don't turn off the road of goodness. Keep away from evil paths. Chapter 5. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Listen to my words of understanding. Be careful to use good sense, and watch what you say. The words of another man's wife may seem sweet as honey. They may be as smooth as olive oil, but in the end she will bring you sorrow, causing you pain like a two-edged sword. She is on the way to death. Her steps are headed straight to the grave. She gives little thought to life. She doesn't even know that her ways are wrong. Now, my sons, listen to me, and don't ignore what I say. Stay away from such a woman. Don't even go near the door of her house, or you will give your riches to others, and the best years of your life will be given to someone cruel. Strangers will enjoy your wealth, and what you worked so hard for will go to someone else. You will groan at the end of your life when your health is gone. Then you will say, I hated being told what to do. I would not listen to correction. I would not listen to my teachers or pay attention to my instructors. I came close to being completely ruined in front of a whole group of people. Be faithful to your own wife, just as you drink water from your own well. Don't pour your water in the streets. Don't give your love to just any woman. These things are yours alone and shouldn't be shared with strangers. Be happy with the wife you married when you were young. She gives you joy, as your fountain gives you water. She is as lovely and graceful as a deer. Let her love always make you happy. Let her love always hold you captive. My son, don't be held captive by a woman who takes part in adultery. Don't fondle a woman who is not your wife. The Lord sees everything you do, and He watches where you go. An evil man will be caught in his wicked ways. The ropes of his sins will tie him up. He will die because he does not control himself, and he will be held captive by his foolishness. Chapter 6. My child, be careful about giving a guarantee for somebody else's loan, about promising to pay what someone else owes. You might get trapped by what you say. You might be caught by your own words. My child, if you have done this and are under your neighbor's control, here is how to get free. Don't be proud. Go to your neighbor and beg to be free from your promise. Don't go to sleep or even rest your eyes, but free yourself like a deer running from a hunter, like a bird flying away from a trapper. Go watch the ants, you lazy person. Watch what they do and be wise. Ants have no commander, no leader or ruler, but they store up food in the summer and gather their supplies at harvest. How long will you lie there, you lazy person? When will you get up from sleeping? You sleep a little, you take a nap, you fold your hands and lie down to rest. So you will be as poor as if you had been robbed. You will have as little as if you had been held up. Some people are wicked and no good. They go around telling lies, winking with their eyes, tapping with their feet, and making signs with their fingers. They make evil plans in their hearts and are always starting arguments. So trouble will strike them in an instant. Suddenly they will be so hurt no one can help them. There are 6 things the Lord hates. There are 7 things He cannot stand: a proud look, a lying tongue, hands that kill innocent people, a mind that thinks up evil plans, feet that are quick to do evil, a witness who lies, and someone who starts arguments among families. My son, keep your father's commands, and don't forget your mother's teaching. Keep their words in mind forever, as though you had them tied around your neck. They will guide you when you walk. They will guard you when you sleep. They will speak to you when you are awake. These commands are like a lamp. This teaching is like a light, and the correction that comes from them will help you have life. They will keep you from sinful women and from the pleasing words of another man's unfaithful wife. Don't desire her because she is beautiful. Don't let her capture you by the way she looks at you. A prostitute will treat you like a loaf of bread, and a woman who takes part in adultery may cost you your life. You cannot carry hot coals against your chest without burning your clothes, and you cannot walk on hot coals without burning your feet. The same is true if you have sexual relations with another man's wife. Anyone who does so will be punished. People don't hate a thief when he steals because he is hungry, but if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, and it may cost him everything he owns. A man who takes part in adultery has no sense. He will destroy himself. He will be beaten up and disgraced, and his shame will never go away. Jealousy makes a husband very angry, and he will have no pity when he gets revenge. He will accept no payment for the wrong. He will take no amount of money. Chapter 7. My son, remember what I say and treasure my commands. Obey my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as you would your own eyes. Remind yourself of them. Write them on your heart as if on a tablet. Treat wisdom as a sister, and make understanding your closest friend. Wisdom and understanding will keep you away from adultery, away from the unfaithful wife and her pleasing words. Once, while I was at the window of my house, I looked out through the shutters and saw some foolish young men. I noticed one of them had no wisdom. He was walking down the street near the corner, on the road leading to her house. It was the twilight of the evening. The darkness of the night was just beginning. Then the woman approached him, dressed like a prostitute and planning to trick him. She was loud and stubborn, and never stayed at home. She was always out in the streets or in the city squares, waiting around on the corners of the streets. She grabbed him and kissed him. Without shame, she said to him, "I made my fellowship offering and took some of the meat home. Today I have kept my special promises, so I have come out to meet you. I have been looking for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored sheets from Egypt. I have made my bed smell sweet with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's make love until morning. Let's enjoy each other's love. My husband is not home. He has gone on a long trip. He took a lot of money with him and won't be home for weeks." By her clever words, she made him give in. By her pleasing words, she led him into doing wrong. All at once he followed her, like an ox led to the butcher, like a deer caught in a trap and shot through the liver with an arrow, like a bird caught in a trap. He didn't know what he did would kill him. Now, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Don't let yourself be tricked by such a woman. Don't go where she leads you. She has ruined many good men, and many have died because of her. Her house is on the road to death, the road that leads down to the grave. Chapter 8. Wisdom calls to you like someone shouting. Understanding raises her voice. On the hilltops, along the road, and at the crossroads, she stands calling. Beside the city gates, at the entrances into the city, she calls out, "Listen, everyone! I'm calling out to you. I am shouting to all people. You who are uneducated, seek wisdom. You who are foolish, get understanding. Listen, because I have important things to say, and what I tell you is right. What I say is true. I refuse to speak evil. Everything I say is honest. Nothing I say is crooked or false. People with good sense know what I say is true, and those with knowledge know my words are right. Choose my teachings instead of silver, and knowledge rather than the finest gold. Wisdom is more precious than rubies. Nothing you could want is equal to it. I am wisdom, and I have good judgment. I also have knowledge and good sense. If you respect the Lord, you will also hate evil. I hate pride and bragging, evil ways and lies. I have good sense and advice, and I have understanding and power. I help kings to govern, and rulers to make fair laws. Princes use me to lead, and so do all important people who judge fairly. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. Riches and honor are mine to give, so are wealth and lasting success. What I give is better than the finest gold, better than the purest silver. I do what is right and follow the path of justice. I give wealth to those who love me, filling their houses with treasures. I, wisdom, was with the Lord when He began His work, long before He made anything else. I was created in the very beginning, even before the world began. I was born before there were oceans, or springs overflowed with water, before the hills were there, before the mountains were put in place. God had not made the earth or fields, not even the first dust of the earth. I was there when God put the skies in place, when He stretched the horizon over the oceans, when He made the clouds above and put the deep underground springs in place. I was there when He ordered the sea not to go beyond the borders He had set. I was there when He laid the earth's foundation. I was like a child by His side. I was delighted every day, enjoying His presence all the time, enjoying the whole world, and delighted with all its people. Now, my children, listen to me, because those who follow my ways are happy. Listen to my teaching, and you will be wise. Do not ignore it. Happy are those who listen to me, watching at my door every day, waiting at my open doorway. Those who find me find life, and the Lord will be pleased with them. Those who do not find me hurt themselves. Those who hate me love death. Chapter 9. Wisdom has built her house. She has made its 7 columns. She has prepared her food and wine. She has set her table. She has sent out her servant girls, and she calls out from the highest place in the city. She says to those who are uneducated, "Come in here, you foolish people. Come and eat my food, and drink the wine I have prepared. Stop your foolish ways, and you will live. Take the road of understanding." If you correct someone who makes fun of wisdom, you will be insulted. If you correct an evil person, you will get hurt. Do not correct those who make fun of wisdom, or they will hate you. But correct the wise, and they will love you. Teach the wise, and they will become even wiser. Teach good people, and they will learn even more. Wisdom begins with respect for the Lord, and understanding begins with knowing the Holy One. If you live wisely, you will live a long time. Wisdom will add years to your life. The wise person is rewarded by wisdom, but whoever makes fun of wisdom will suffer for it. Foolishness is like a loud woman. She does not have wisdom or knowledge. She sits at the door of her house, at the highest place in the city. She calls out to those who are passing by, who are going along, minding their own business. She says to those who are uneducated, "Come in here, you foolish people. Stolen water is sweet, and food eaten in secret tastes better." These people don't know that everyone who goes there dies, that her guests end up deep in the grave. Chapter 10. These are the wise words of Solomon. Wise children make their father happy, but foolish children make their mother sad. Riches gotten by doing wrong have no value, but right living will save you from death. The Lord does not let good people go hungry, but He keeps evil people from getting what they want. A lazy person will end up poor, but a hard worker will become rich. Those who gather crops on time are wise, but those who sleep through the harvest are a disgrace. Good people will have rich blessings, but the wicked will be overwhelmed by violence. Good people will be remembered as a blessing, but evil people will soon be forgotten. The wise do what they are told, but a talkative fool will be ruined. The honest person will live in safety, but the dishonest will be caught. A wink may get you into trouble, and foolish talk will lead you to your ruin. The words of a good person give life, like a fountain of water. The words of the wicked contain nothing but violence. Hatred stirs up trouble, but love forgives all wrongs. Wise people speak with understanding, but people without wisdom should be punished. The wise don't tell everything they know, but the foolish talk too much and are ruined. Having lots of money protects the rich, but having no money destroys the poor. Good people are rewarded with life, but evil people are paid with punishment. Whoever accepts correction is on the way to life, but whoever ignores correction will lead others away from life. Whoever hides hate is a liar. Whoever tells lies is a fool. If you talk a lot, you are sure to sin. If you are wise, you will keep quiet. The words of a good person are like pure silver, but an evil person's thoughts are worth very little. Good people's words will help many others, but fools will die because they don't have wisdom. The Lord's blessing brings wealth, and no sorrow comes with it. A foolish person enjoys doing wrong, but a person with understanding enjoys doing what is wise. Evil people will get what they fear most, but good people will get what they want most. A storm will blow the evil person away, but a good person will always be safe. A lazy person affects the one he works for, like vinegar on the teeth or smoke in the eyes. Whoever respects the Lord will have a long life, but the life of an evil person will be cut short. A good person can look forward to happiness, but an evil person can expect nothing. The Lord will protect good people, but will ruin those who do evil. Good people will always be safe, but evil people will not remain in the land. A good person says wise things, but a liar's tongue will be stopped. Good people know the right thing to say, but evil people only tell lies. Chapter 11. The Lord hates dishonest scales, but He is pleased with honest weights. Pride leads only to shame. It is wise to be humble. Good people will be guided by honesty. Dishonesty will destroy those who are not trustworthy. Riches will not help when it's time to die, but right living will save you from death. The goodness of the innocent makes life easier, but the wicked will be destroyed by their wickedness. Doing right brings freedom to honest people, but those who are not trustworthy will be caught by their own desires. When the wicked die, hope dies with them. Their hope in riches will come to nothing. The good person is saved from trouble. It comes to the wicked instead. With words, an evil person can destroy a neighbor, but a good person will escape by being resourceful. When good people succeed, the city is happy. When evil people die, there are shouts of joy. Good people bless and build up their city, but the wicked can destroy it with their words. People without good sense find fault with their neighbors, but those with understanding keep quiet. Gossips can't keep secrets, but a trustworthy person can. Without leadership, a nation falls, but lots of good advice will save it. Whoever guarantees to pay somebody else's loan will suffer. It is safer to avoid such promises. A kind woman gets respect, but cruel men get only wealth. Kind people do themselves a favor, but cruel people bring trouble on themselves. An evil person really earns nothing, but a good person will surely be rewarded. Those who are truly good will live, but those who chase after evil will die. The Lord hates those with evil hearts, but is pleased with those who are innocent. Evil people will certainly be punished, but those who do right will be set free. A beautiful woman without good sense is like a gold ring in a pig's snout. Those who do right only wish for good, but the wicked can expect to be defeated by God's anger. Some people give much, but get back even more. Others don't give what they should and end up poor. Whoever gives to others will get richer. Those who help others will themselves be helped. People curse those who keep all the grain, but they bless the one who is willing to sell it. Whoever looks for good will find kindness, but whoever looks for evil will find trouble. Those who trust in riches will be ruined, but a good person will be healthy like a green leaf. Whoever brings trouble to his family will be left with nothing but the wind. A fool will be a servant to the wise. A good person gives life to others. A wise person teaches others how to live. Good people will be rewarded on earth, and the wicked and the sinners will be punished. Chapter 12. Anyone who loves learning accepts correction, but a person who hates being corrected is stupid. The Lord is pleased with a good person, but He will punish anyone who plans evil. Doing evil brings no safety at all, but a good person has safety and security. A good wife is like a crown for her husband, but a disgraceful wife is like a disease in his bones. The plans that good people make are fair, but the advice of the wicked will trick you. The wicked talk about killing people, but the words of good people will save them. Wicked people die, and they are no more, but a good person's family continues. The wisdom of the wise wins praise, but there is no respect for the stupid. A person who is not important, but has a servant, is better off than someone who acts important, but has no food. Good people take care of their animals, but even the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Those who work their land will have plenty of food, but the one who chases empty dreams is not wise. The wicked want what other evil people have stolen, but good people want to give what they have to others. Evil people are trapped by their evil talk, but good people stay out of trouble. People will be rewarded for what they say, and they will also be rewarded for what they do. Fools think they are doing right, but the wise listen to advice. Fools quickly show that they are upset, but the wise ignore insults. An honest witness tells the truth, but a dishonest witness tells lies. Careless words stab like a sword, but wise words bring healing. Truth will continue forever, but lies are only for a moment. Those who plan evil are full of lies, but those who plan peace are happy. No harm comes to a good person, but an evil person's life is full of trouble. The Lord hates those who tell lies, but is pleased with those who keep their promises. Wise people keep what they know to themselves, but fools can't keep from showing how foolish they are. Hard workers will become leaders, but those who are lazy will be slaves. Worry is a heavy load, but a kind word cheers you up. Good people take advice from their friends, but an evil person is easily led to do wrong. The lazy catch no food to cook, but a hard worker will have great wealth. Doing what is right is the way to life, but there is another way that leads to death. Chapter 13. Wise children take their parents' advice, but whoever makes fun of wisdom won't listen to correction. People will be rewarded for what they say, but those who can't be trusted want only violence. Those who are careful about what they say protect their lives, but whoever speaks without thinking will be ruined. The lazy will not get what they want, but those who work hard will. Good people hate what is false, but the wicked do shameful and disgraceful things. Doing what is right protects the honest person, but doing evil ruins the sinner. Some people pretend to be rich, but really have nothing. Others pretend to be poor, but really are wealthy. The rich may have to pay a ransom for their lives, but the poor will face no such danger. Good people can look forward to a bright future, but the future of the wicked is like a flame going out. Pride only leads to arguments, but those who take advice are wise. Money that comes easily disappears quickly, but money that is gathered little by little will grow. It is sad not to get what you hoped for, but wishes that come true are like eating fruit from the tree of life. Those who reject what they are taught will pay for it, but those who obey what they are told will be rewarded. The teaching of a wise person gives life. It is like a fountain that can save people from death. People with good understanding will be well liked, but the lives of those who are not trustworthy are hard. Every wise person acts with good sense, but fools show how foolish they are. A wicked messenger brings nothing but trouble, but a trustworthy one makes everything right. A person who refuses correction will end up poor and disgraced, but the one who accepts correction will be honored. It is so good when wishes come true, but fools hate to stop doing evil. Spend time with the wise, and you will become wise. but the friend of fools will suffer. Trouble always comes to sinners, but good people enjoy success. Good people leave their wealth to their grandchildren, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for good people. A poor person's field might produce plenty of food, but others often steal it away. If you do not punish your children, you don't love them. But if you love your children, you will correct them. Good people have enough to eat, but the wicked will go hungry. Chapter 14. A wise woman strengthens her family, but a foolish woman destroys hers by what she does. People who live good lives respect the Lord, but those who live evil lives don't. Fools will be punished for their proud words, but the words of the wise will protect them. When there are no oxen, no food is in the barn, but with a strong ox, much grain can be grown. A truthful witness does not lie, but a false witness tells nothing but lies. Those who make fun of wisdom look for it and do not find it, but knowledge comes easily to those with understanding. Stay away from fools, because they can't teach you anything. A wise person will understand what to do, but a foolish person is dishonest. Fools don't care if they sin, but honest people work at being right. No one else can know your sadness, and strangers cannot share your joy. The wicked person's house will be destroyed, but a good person's tent will still be standing. Some people think they are doing right, but in the end it leads to death. Someone who is laughing may be sad inside, and joy may end in sadness. Evil people will be paid back for their evil ways, and good people will be rewarded for their good ones. Fools will believe anything, but the wise think about what they do. Wise people are careful and stay out of trouble, but fools are careless and quick to act. Someone with a quick temper does foolish things, but someone with understanding remains calm. Fools are rewarded with nothing but more foolishness, but the wise are rewarded with knowledge. Evil people will bow down to those who are good. The wicked will bow down at the door of those who do right. The poor are rejected, even by their neighbors. The rich have many friends. It is a sin to hate your neighbor, but being kind to the needy brings happiness. Those who make evil plans will be ruined, but those who plan to do good will be loved and trusted. Those who work hard make a profit, those who only talk will be poor. Wise people are rewarded with wealth, but fools only get more foolishness. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is a traitor. Those who respect the Lord will have security, and their children will be protected. Respect for the Lord gives life. It is like a fountain that can save people from death. A king is honored when he has many people to rule, but a prince is ruined if he has none. Patient people have great understanding, but people with quick tempers show their foolishness. Peace of mind means a healthy body, but jealousy will rot your bones. Whoever mistreats the poor insults their Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. The wicked are ruined by their own evil, but those who do right are protected even in death. Wisdom lives in those with understanding, and even fools recognize it. Doing what is right makes a nation great, but sin will bring disgrace to any people. A king is pleased with a wise servant, but he will become angry with one who causes him shame. Chapter 15. A gentle answer will calm a person's anger, but an unkind answer will cause more anger. Wise people use knowledge when they speak, but fools pour out foolishness. The Lord's eyes see everything. He watches both evil and good people. As a tree gives fruit, healing words give life, but dishonest words crush the spirit. Fools reject their parents' correction, but anyone who accepts correction is wise. Much wealth is in the houses of good people, but evil people get nothing but trouble. Wise people use their words to spread knowledge, but there is no knowledge in the thoughts of fools. The Lord hates the sacrifice that the wicked offer, but He likes the prayers of honest people. The Lord hates what evil people do, but He loves those who do what is right. The person who quits doing what is right will be punished, and the one who hates to be corrected will die. The Lord knows what is happening in the world of the dead, so He surely knows the thoughts of the living. Those who make fun of wisdom don't like to be corrected. They will not ask the wise for advice. Happiness makes a person smile, but sadness can break a person's spirit. People with understanding want more knowledge, but fools just want more foolishness. Every day is hard for those who suffer, but a happy heart is like a continual feast. It is better to be poor and respect the Lord than to be wealthy and have much trouble. It is better to eat vegetables with those who love you than to eat meat with those who hate you. People with quick tempers cause trouble, but those who control their tempers stop a quarrel. A lazy person's life is like a patch of thorns, but an honest person's life is like a smooth highway. Wise children make their father happy, but foolish children disrespect their mother. A person without wisdom enjoys being foolish, but someone with understanding does what is right. Plans fail without good advice, but they succeed with the advice of many others. People enjoy giving good advice. Saying the right word at the right time is so pleasing. Wise people's lives get better and better. They avoid whatever would cause their death. The Lord will tear down the proud person's house, but He will protect the widow's property. The Lord hates evil thoughts, but is pleased with kind words. Greedy people bring trouble to their families, but the person who can't be paid to do wrong will live. Good people think before they answer, but the wicked simply pour out evil. The Lord does not listen to the wicked, but He hears the prayers of those who do right. Good news makes you feel better. Your happiness will show in your eyes. If you listen to correction to improve your life, you will live among the wise. Those who refuse correction hate themselves, but those who accept correction gain understanding. Respect for the Lord will teach you wisdom. If you want to be honored, you must be humble. Chapter 16. People may make plans in their minds, but only the Lord can make them come true. You may believe you are doing right, but the Lord will judge your reasons. Depend on the Lord in whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. The Lord makes everything go as He pleases. He has even prepared a day of disaster for evil people. The Lord hates those who are proud. They will surely be punished. Love and truth bring forgiveness of sin. By respecting the Lord, you will avoid evil. When people live so that they please the Lord, even their enemies will make peace with them. It is better to be poor and right than to be wealthy and dishonest. People may make plans in their minds, but the Lord decides what they will do. The words of a king are like a message from God, so his decisions should be fair. The Lord wants honest balances and scales. All the weights are His work. Kings hate those who do wrong, because governments only continue if they are fair. Kings like honest people. They value someone who speaks the truth. An angry king can put someone to death, so a wise person will try to make him happy. A smiling king can give people life. His kindness is like a spring shower. It is better to get wisdom than gold, and to choose understanding rather than silver. Good people stay away from evil. By watching what they do, they protect their lives. Pride leads to destruction. A proud attitude brings ruin. It is better to be humble and be with those who suffer than to share stolen property with the proud. Whoever listens to what is taught will succeed, and whoever trusts the Lord will be happy. The wise are known for their understanding. Their pleasant words make them better teachers. Understanding is like a fountain which gives life to those who use it, but foolishness brings punishment to fools. Wise people's minds tell them what to say, and that helps them be better teachers. Pleasant words are like a honeycomb, making people happy and healthy. Some people think they are doing right, but in the end it leads to death. The workers' hunger helps them, because their desire to eat makes them work. Useless people make evil plans, and their words are like a burning fire. A useless person causes trouble, and a gossip ruins friendships. Cruel people trick their neighbors and lead them to do wrong. Someone who winks is planning evil, and the one who grins is planning something wrong. Gray hair is like a crown of honor. It is earned by living a good life. Patience is better than strength. Controlling your temper is better than capturing a city. People throw lots to make a decision, but the answer comes from the Lord. Chapter 17. It is better to eat a dry crust of bread in peace than to have a feast where there is quarreling. A wise servant will rule over the master's disgraceful child, and will even inherit a share of what the master leaves his children. A hot furnace tests silver and gold, but the Lord tests hearts. Evil people listen to evil words. Liars pay attention to cruel words. Whoever mistreats the poor insults their Maker. Whoever enjoys someone's trouble will be punished. Old people are proud of their grandchildren, and children are proud of their parents. Fools should not be proud, and rulers should not be liars. Some people think they can pay others to do anything they ask. They think it will work every time. Whoever forgives someone's sin makes a friend, but gossiping about the sin breaks up friendships. A wise person will learn more from a warning than a fool will learn from 100 lashings. Disobedient people look only for trouble, so a cruel messenger will be sent against them. It is better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than to meet a fool doing foolish things. Whoever gives evil in return for good will always have trouble at home. Starting a quarrel is like a leak in a dam, so stop it before a fight breaks out. The Lord hates both of these things, freeing the guilty and punishing the innocent. It won't do a fool any good to try to buy wisdom, because he doesn't have the ability to be wise. A friend loves you all the time, and a brother helps in time of trouble. It is not wise to promise to pay what your neighbor owes. Whoever loves to argue loves to sin. Whoever brags a lot is asking for trouble. A person with an evil heart will find no success, and the person whose words are evil will get into trouble. It is sad to have a foolish child. There is no joy in being the parent of a fool. A happy heart is like good medicine, but a broken spirit drains your strength. When the wicked accept money to do wrong, there can be no justice. The person with understanding is always looking for wisdom, but the mind of a fool wanders everywhere. Foolish children make their father sad and cause their mother great sorrow. It is not good to punish the innocent or to beat leaders for being honest. The wise say very little, and those with understanding stay calm. Even fools seem to be wise if they keep quiet. If they don't speak, they appear to understand. Chapter 18. Unfriendly people are selfish and hate all good sense. Fools do not want to understand anything. They only want to tell others what they think. Do something evil, and people won't like you. Do something shameful, and they will make fun of you. Spoken words can be like deep water, but wisdom is like a flowing stream. It is not good to honor the wicked, or to be unfair to the innocent. The words of fools start quarrels. They make people want to beat them. The words of fools will ruin them. Their own words will trap them. The words of a gossip are like tasty bits of food. People like to gobble them up. A person who doesn't work hard is just like someone who destroys things. The Lord is like a strong tower. Those who do right can run to Him for safety. Rich people trust their wealth to protect them. They think it is like the high walls of a city. Proud people will be ruined, but the humble will be honored. Anyone who answers without listening is foolish and confused. The will to live can get you through sickness, but no one can live with a broken spirit. The mind of a person with understanding gets knowledge. The wise person listens to learn more. Taking gifts to important people will help get you in to see them. The person who tells one side of a story seems right until someone else comes and asks questions. Throwing lots can settle arguments and keep the two sides from fighting. A brother who has been insulted is harder to win back than a walled city. And arguments separate people like the barred gates of a palace. People will be rewarded for what they say. They will be rewarded by how they speak. What you say can mean life or death. Those who speak with care will be rewarded. When a man finds a wife, he finds something good. It shows that the Lord is pleased with him. The poor beg for mercy, but the rich give rude answers. Some friends may ruin you, but a real friend will be more loyal than a brother. Chapter 19. It is better to be poor and honest than to be foolish and tell lies. Enthusiasm without knowledge is not good. If you act too quickly, you might make a mistake. People's own foolishness ruins their lives, but in their minds they blame the Lord. Wealthy people are always finding more friends, but the poor lose all theirs. A witness who lies will not go free. Liars will never escape. Many people want to please a leader, and everyone is friends with those who give gifts. Poor people's relatives avoid them. Even their friends stay far away. They run after them begging, but they are gone. Those who get wisdom do themselves a favor, and those who love learning will succeed. A witness who lies will not go free. Liars will die. A fool should not live in luxury. A slave should not rule over princes. The wise are patient. They will be honored if they ignore insults. An angry king is like a roaring lion, but his kindness is like the dew on the grass. A foolish child brings disaster to a father, and a quarreling wife is like dripping water. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a wise wife is a gift from the Lord. Lazy people sleep a lot, and idle people will go hungry. Those who obey the commands protect themselves, but those who are careless will die. Being kind to the poor is like lending to the Lord. He will reward you for what you have done. Correct your children while there is still hope. Do not let them destroy themselves. People with quick tempers will have to pay for it. If you help them out once, you will have to do so again. Listen to advice and accept correction, and in the end you will be wise. People can make all kinds of plans, but only the Lord's plan will happen. People want others to be loyal, so it is better to be poor than to be a liar. Those who respect the Lord will live and be satisfied, unbothered by trouble. Though the lazy person puts his hand in the dish, he won't lift the food to his mouth. Whip those who make fun of wisdom, and perhaps foolish people will gain some wisdom. Correct those with understanding, and they will gain knowledge. A child who robs his father and sends away his mother brings shame and disgrace on himself. Don't stop listening to correction, my child, or you will forget what you have already learned. An evil witness makes fun of fairness, and wicked people love what is evil. People who make fun of wisdom will be punished, and the backs of foolish people will be beaten. Chapter 20. Wine and beer make people loud and uncontrolled. It is not wise to get drunk on them. An angry king is like a roaring lion. Making him angry may cost you your life. Foolish people are always fighting, but avoiding quarrels will bring you honor. Lazy farmers don't plow when they should. They expect a harvest, but there is none. People's thoughts can be like a deep well, but someone with understanding can find the wisdom there. Many people claim to be loyal, but it is hard to find a trustworthy person. The good people who live honest lives will be a blessing to their children. When a king sits on his throne to judge, he knows evil when he sees it. No one can say, "I am innocent. I have never done anything wrong." The Lord hates both these things, dishonest weights and dishonest measures. Even children are known by their behavior. Their actions show if they are innocent and good. The Lord has made both these things, ears to hear and eyes to see. If you love to sleep, you will be poor. If you stay awake, you will have plenty of food. Buyers say, "This is bad. It's no good." Then they go away and brag about what they bought. There is gold and plenty of rubies, but only a few people speak with knowledge. Take the coat of someone who promises to pay a stranger's debts, and keep it until he pays what the stranger owes. Stolen food may taste sweet at first, but later it will feel like a mouthful of gravel. Get advice if you want your plans to work. If you go to war, get the advice of others. Gossips can't keep secrets, so avoid people who talk too much. Those who curse their father or mother will be like a light going out in darkness. Wealth inherited quickly in the beginning will do you no good in the end. Don't say, "I'll pay you back for the wrong you did." Wait for the Lord, and He will make things right. The Lord hates dishonest weights, and dishonest scales do not please Him. The Lord decides what a person will do. No one understands what his life is all about. It's dangerous to promise something to God too quickly. After you've thought about it, it may be too late. A wise king sorts out the evil people, and he punishes them as they deserve. The Lord looks deep inside people and searches through their thoughts. Loyalty and truth keep a king in power. He continues to rule if he is loyal. The young glory in their strength, and the old are honored for their gray hair. Hard punishment will get rid of evil, and whippings can change an evil heart. Chapter 21. The Lord can control a king's mind as He controls a river. He can direct it as He pleases. You may believe you are doing right, but the Lord judges your reasons. Doing what is right and fair is more important to the Lord than sacrifices. Proud looks, proud thoughts, and evil actions are sin. The plans of hard-working people earn a profit, but those who act too quickly become poor. Wealth that comes from telling lies vanishes like a mist and leads to death. The violence of the wicked will destroy them, because they refuse to do what is right. Guilty people live dishonest lives, but honest people do right. It is better to live in a corner on the roof than inside the house with a quarreling wife. Evil people only want to harm others. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. If you punish those who make fun of wisdom, a foolish person may gain some wisdom. But if you teach the wise, they will get knowledge. God, who is always right, watches the house of the wicked and brings ruin on every evil person. Whoever ignores the poor when they cry for help will also cry for help and not be answered. A secret gift will calm an angry person. A present given in secret will quiet great anger. When justice is done, good people are happy, but evil people are ruined. Whoever does not use good sense will end up among the dead. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and perfume will never be rich. Wicked people will suffer instead of good people, and those who cannot be trusted will suffer instead of those who do right. It is better to live alone in the desert than with a quarreling and complaining wife. Wise people's houses are full of the best foods and olive oil, but fools waste everything they have. Whoever tries to live right and be loyal finds life, success, and honor. A wise person can defeat a city full of warriors and tear down the defenses they trust in. Those who are careful about what they say keep themselves out of trouble. People who act with stubborn pride are called proud, bragger, and mocker. Lazy people's desire for sleep will kill them because they refuse to work. All day long they wish for more, but good people give without holding back. The Lord hates sacrifices brought by evil people, particularly when they offer them for the wrong reasons. A lying witness will be forgotten, but a truthful witness will speak on. Wicked people are stubborn, but good people think carefully about what they do. There is no wisdom, understanding, or advice that can succeed against the Lord. You can get the horses ready for battle, but it is the Lord who gives the victory. Chapter 22. Being respected is more important than having great riches. To be well thought of is better than silver or gold. The rich and the poor are alike, in that the Lord made them all. The wise see danger ahead and avoid it, but fools keep going and get into trouble. Respecting the Lord and not being proud will bring you wealth, honor, and life. Evil people's lives are like paths covered with thorns and traps. People who guard themselves don't have such problems. Train children to live the right way. When they are old, they will not stray from it. The rich rule over the poor, and borrowers are servants to lenders. Those who plan evil will receive trouble. Their cruel anger will come to an end. Generous people will be blessed, because they share their food with the poor. Get rid of the one who makes fun of wisdom. Then fighting, quarrels, and insults will stop. Whoever loves pure thoughts and kind words will have even the king as a friend. The Lord guards knowledge, but he destroys false words. The lazy person says, "There's a lion outside. I might get killed out in the street." The words of an unfaithful wife are like a deep trap. Those who make the Lord angry will get caught by them. Every child is full of foolishness, but punishment can get rid of it. Whoever gets rich by mistreating the poor and gives presents to the wealthy will become poor. Listen carefully to what wise people say. Pay attention to what I am teaching you. It will be good to keep these things in mind, so that you are ready to repeat them. I am teaching them to you now, so that you will put your trust in the Lord. I have written 30 sayings for you, which give knowledge and good advice. I am teaching you true and reliable words, so that you can give true answers to anyone who asks. Do not abuse poor people because they are poor, and do not take away the rights of the needy in court. The Lord will defend them in court, and will take the life of those who take away their rights. Don't make friends with quick-tempered people, or spend time with those who have bad tempers. If you do, you will be like them. Then you will be in real danger. Don't promise to pay what someone else owes, and don't guarantee anyone's loan. If you cannot pay the loan, your own bed may be taken right out from under you. Don't move an old stone that marks a border, because those stones were set up by your ancestors. Do you see people skilled in their work? They will work for kings. not for ordinary people. Chapter 23. If you sit down to eat with a ruler, notice the food that is in front of you. Control yourself if you have a big appetite. Don't be greedy for his fine foods, because that food might be a trick. Don't wear yourself out trying to get rich. Be wise enough to control yourself. Wealth can vanish in the wink of an eye. It can seem to grow wings and fly away like an eagle. Don't eat the food of selfish people. Don't be greedy for their fine foods. Selfish people are always worrying about how much the food costs. They tell you, eat and drink, but they don't really mean it. You will throw up the little you have eaten, and you will have wasted your kind words. Don't speak to fools. They will only ignore your wise words. Don't move an old stone that marks a border, and don't take fields that belong to orphans. God, their defender, is strong. He will take their side against you. Remember what you are taught, and listen carefully to words of knowledge. Don't fail to punish children. If you spank them, they won't die. If you spank them, you will save them from death. My child, if you are wise, then I will be happy. I will be so pleased if you speak what is right. Don't envy sinners, but always respect the Lord. Then you will have hope for the future, and your wishes will come true. Listen, my child, and be wise. Keep your mind on what is right. Don't drink too much wine or eat too much food. Those who drink and eat too much become poor. They sleep too much and end up wearing rags. Listen to your father who gave you life, and do not forget your mother when she is old. Learn the truth and never reject it. Get wisdom, self-control, and understanding. The father of a good child is very happy. Parents who have wise children are glad because of them. Make your father and mother happy. Give your mother a reason to be glad. My son, pay attention to me, and watch closely what I do. A prostitute is as dangerous as a deep pit, and an unfaithful wife is like a narrow well. They ambush you like robbers, and cause many men to be unfaithful to their wives. Who has trouble? Who has pain? Who fights? Who complains? Who has unnecessary bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? It is people who drink too much wine, who try out all different kinds of strong drinks. Don't stare at the wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. Later it bites like a snake, with poison in its fangs. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will be confused. You will feel dizzy, as if you're in a storm on the ocean, as if you're on top of a ship's sails. You will think, they hit me, but I'm not hurt. They beat me up, but I don't remember it. I wish I could wake up, and I would get another drink. Chapter 24. Don't envy evil people, or try to be friends with them. Their minds are always planning violence, and they always talk about making trouble. It takes wisdom to have a good family, and it takes understanding to make it strong. It takes knowledge to fill a home with rare and beautiful treasures. Wise people have great power, and those with knowledge have great strength. So you need advice when you go to war. If you have lots of good advice, you will win. Foolish people cannot understand wisdom. They have nothing to say in a discussion. Whoever makes evil plans will be known as a troublemaker. Making foolish plans is sinful, and making fun of wisdom is hateful. If you give up when trouble comes, it shows that you are weak. Save those who are being led to their death. Rescue those who are about to be killed. If you say, we don't know anything about this, God, who knows what's in your mind, will notice. He is watching you, and He will know. He will reward each person for what he has done. My child, eat honey, because it is good. Honey from the honeycomb tastes sweet. In the same way, wisdom is pleasing to you. If you find it, you have hope for the future, and your wishes will come true. Don't be wicked and attack a good family's house. Don't rob the place where they live. Even though good people may be bothered by trouble 7 times, they are never defeated. But the wicked are overwhelmed by trouble. Don't be happy when your enemy is defeated. Don't be glad when he is overwhelmed. The Lord will notice and be displeased. He may not be angry with them anymore. Don't envy evil people, and don't be jealous of the wicked. An evil person has nothing to hope for. The wicked will die like a flame that is put out. My child, respect the Lord and the king. Don't join those people who refuse to obey them. The Lord and the king will quickly destroy such people. Those two can cause great disaster. These are also sayings of the wise. It is not good to take sides when you are the judge. Don't tell the wicked that they are innocent. People will curse you, and nations will hate you. But things will go well if you punish the guilty, and you will receive rich blessings. An honest answer is as pleasing as a kiss on the lips. First, finish your outside work and prepare your fields. After that, you can build your house. Don't testify against your neighbor for no good reason. Don't say things that are false. Don't say, "I'll get even. I'll do to him what he did to me." I passed by a lazy person's field, and by the vineyard of someone with no sense. Thorns had grown up everywhere. The ground was covered with weeds, and the stone walls had fallen down. I thought about what I had seen. I learned this lesson from what I saw. You sleep a little, you take a nap, you fold your hands and lie down to rest. Soon you will be as poor as if you had been robbed. You will have as little as if you had been held up. Chapter 25. These are more wise sayings of Solomon, copied by the men of Hezekiah, king of Judah. God is honored for what he keeps secret. Kings are honored for what they can discover. No one can measure the height of the skies or the depth of the earth, so also no one can understand the mind of a king. Remove the scum from the silver, so the silver can be used by the silversmith. Remove wicked people from the king's presence, then his government will be honest and last a long time. Don't brag to the king and act as if you are great. It is better for him to give you a higher position than to bring you down in front of the prince. Because of something you have seen, do not quickly take someone to court. What will you do later when your neighbor proves you wrong? If you have an argument with your neighbor, don't tell other people what was said. Whoever hears it might shame you, and you might not ever be respected again. The right word spoken at the right time is as beautiful as gold apples in a silver bowl. A wise warning to someone who will listen is as valuable as gold earrings or fine gold jewelry. Trustworthy messengers refresh those who send them, like the coolness of snow in the summertime. People who brag about gifts they never give are like clouds and wind that give no rain. With patience you can convince a ruler, and a gentle word can get through to the hard-headed. If you find honey, don't eat too much, or it will make you throw up. Don't go to your neighbor's house too often. Too much of you will make him hate you. When you lie about your neighbors, it hurts them as much as a club, a sword, or a sharp arrow. Trusting unfaithful people when you are in trouble is like eating with a broken tooth or walking with a crippled foot. Singing songs to someone who is sad is like taking away his coat on a cold day or pouring vinegar on soda. If your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him a drink. Doing this will be like pouring burning coals on his head, and the Lord will reward you. As the north wind brings rain, telling gossip brings angry looks. It is better to live in a corner on the roof than inside the house with a quarreling wife. Good news from a faraway place is like a cool drink when you are tired. A good person who gives in to evil is like a muddy spring or a dirty well. It is not good to eat too much honey, nor does it bring you honor to brag about yourself. Those who do not control themselves are like a city whose walls are broken down. Chapter 26. It shouldn't snow in summer or rain at harvest. Neither should a foolish person ever be honored. Curses will not harm someone who is innocent. They are like sparrows or swallows that fly around and never land. Whips are for horses, and harnesses are for donkeys. So paddles are good for fools. Don't answer fools when they speak foolishly, or you will be just like them. Answer fools when they speak foolishly, or they will think they are wise. Sending a message by a foolish person is like cutting off your feet or drinking poison. A wise saying spoken by a fool is as useless as the legs of a crippled person. Giving honor to a foolish person is like tying a stone in a slingshot. A wise saying spoken by a fool is like a thorn stuck in the hand of a drunk. Hiring a foolish person or anyone just passing by is like an archer shooting at just anything. A fool who repeats his foolishness is like a dog that goes back to what it has thrown up. There is more hope for a foolish person than for those who think they are wise. The lazy person says, "There's a lion in the road. There's a lion in the streets." Like a door turning back and forth on its hinges, the lazy person turns over and over in bed. Lazy people may put their hands in the dish, but they are too tired to lift the food to their mouths. The lazy person thinks he is wiser than 7 people who give sensible answers. Interfering in someone else's quarrel as you pass by is like grabbing a dog by the ears. Like a madman shooting deadly, burning arrows is the one who tricks a neighbor and then says, "I was just joking." Without wood, a fire will go out, and without gossip, quarreling will stop. Just as charcoal and wood keep a fire going, a quarrelsome person keeps an argument going. The words of a gossip are like tasty bits of food. People like to gobble them up. Kind words from a wicked mind are like a shiny coating on a clay pot. Those who hate you may try to fool you with their words, but in their minds they are planning evil. People's words may be kind, but don't believe them, because their minds are full of evil thoughts. Lies can hide hate, but the evil will be plain to everyone. Whoever digs a pit for others will fall into it. Whoever tries to roll a boulder down on others will be crushed by it. Liars hate the people they hurt, and false praise can ruin others. Chapter 27. Don't brag about tomorrow. You don't know what may happen then. Don't praise yourself. Let someone else do it. Let the praise come from a stranger and not from your own mouth. Stone is heavy and sand is weighty, but a complaining fool is worse than either. Anger is cruel and destroys like a flood, but no one can put up with jealousy. It is better to correct someone openly than to have love and not show it. The slap of a friend can be trusted to help you, but the kisses of an enemy are nothing but lies. When you are full, not even honey tastes good, but when you are hungry, even something bitter tastes sweet. A person who leaves his home is like a bird that leaves its nest. The sweet smell of perfume and oils is pleasant, and so is good advice from a friend. Don't forget your friend or your parent's friend. Don't always go to your family for help when trouble comes. A neighbor close by is better than a family far away. Be wise, my child, and make me happy. Then I can respond to any insult. The wise see danger ahead and avoid it, but fools keep going and get into trouble. Take the coat of someone who promises to pay a stranger's loan, and keep it until he pays what the stranger owes. If you loudly greet your neighbor early in the morning, he will think of it as a curse. A quarreling wife is as bothersome as a continual dripping on a rainy day. Stopping her is like stopping the wind, or trying to grab oil in your hand. As iron sharpens iron, so people can improve each other. Whoever tends a fig tree gets to eat its fruit, and whoever takes care of his master will receive honor. As water reflects your face, so your mind shows what kind of person you are. People will never stop dying and being destroyed, and they will never stop wanting more than they have. A hot furnace tests silver and gold, and people are tested by the praise they receive. Even if you ground up a foolish person like grain in a bowl, you couldn't remove the foolishness. Be sure you know how your sheep are doing, and pay attention to the condition of your cattle. Riches will not go on forever, nor do governments go on forever. Bring in the hay, and let the new grass appear. Gather the grass from the hills. Make clothes from the lamb's wool, and sell some goats to buy a field. There will be plenty of goat's milk to feed you and your family, and to make your servant girls healthy. Chapter 28. Evil people run though no one is chasing them, but good people are as brave as a lion. When a country is lawless, it has one ruler after another, but when it is led by a leader with understanding and knowledge, it continues strong. Rulers who mistreat the poor are like a hard rain that destroys the crops. Those who disobey what they have been taught praise the wicked, but those who obey what they have been taught are against them. Evil people do not understand justice, but those who follow the Lord understand it completely. It is better to be poor and innocent than to be rich and wicked. Children who obey what they have been taught are wise, but friends of troublemakers disgrace their parents. Some people get rich by overcharging others, but their wealth will be given to those who are kind to the poor. If you refuse to obey what you have been taught, your prayers will not be heard. Those who lead good people to do wrong will be ruined by their own evil, but the innocent will be rewarded with good things. Rich people may think they are wise, but the poor with understanding will prove them wrong. When good people triumph, there is great happiness, but when the wicked get control, everybody hides. If you hide your sins, you will not succeed. If you confess and reject them, you will receive mercy. Those who are always respectful will be happy, but those who are stubborn will get into trouble. A wicked ruler is as dangerous to poor people as a roaring lion or a charging bear. A ruler without wisdom will be cruel, but the one who refuses to take dishonest money will rule a long time. Don't help those who are guilty of murder. Let them run until they die. Innocent people will be kept safe, but those who are dishonest will suddenly be ruined. Those who work their land will have plenty of food, but those who chase empty dreams instead will end up poor. A truthful person will have many blessings, but those eager to get rich will be punished. It is not good for a judge to take sides, but some will sin for only a piece of bread. Selfish people are in a hurry to get rich and do not realize they soon will be poor. Those who correct others will later be liked, more than those who give false praise. Whoever robs father or mother and says, "It's not wrong," is just like someone who destroys things. A greedy person causes trouble, but the one who trusts the Lord will succeed. Those who trust in themselves are foolish, but those who live wisely will be kept safe. Whoever gives to the poor will have everything he needs, but the one who ignores the poor will receive many curses. When the wicked get control, everybody hides, but when they die, good people do well. Chapter 29. Whoever is stubborn after being corrected many times will suddenly be hurt beyond cure. When good people do well, everyone is happy. But when evil people rule, everyone groans. Those who love wisdom make their parents happy, but friends of prostitutes waste their money. If a king is fair, he makes his country strong. But if he takes gifts dishonestly, he tears his country down. Those who give false praise to their neighbors are setting a trap for them. Evil people are trapped by their own sin, but good people can sing and be happy. Good people care about justice for the poor, but the wicked are not concerned. People who make fun of wisdom cause trouble in a city, but wise people calm anger down. When a wise person takes a foolish person to court, the fool only shouts or laughs, and there is no peace. Murderers hate an honest person and try to kill those who do right. Foolish people lose their tempers, but wise people control theirs. If a ruler pays attention to lies, all his officers will become wicked. The poor person and the cruel person are alike, in that the Lord gave eyes to both of them. If a king judges poor people fairly, his government will continue forever. Correction and punishment make children wise, but those left alone will disgrace their mother. When there are many wicked people, there is much sin, but those who do right will see them destroyed. Correct your children, and you will be proud. They will give you satisfaction. Where there is no word from God, people are uncontrolled, but those who obey what they have been taught are happy. Words alone cannot correct a servant, because even if they understand, they won't respond. Do you see people who speak too quickly? There is more hope for a foolish person than for them. If you spoil your servants when they are young, they will bring you grief later on. An angry person causes trouble. A person with a quick temper sins a lot. Pride will ruin people, but those who are humble will be honored. Partners of thieves are their own worst enemies. If they have to testify in court, they are afraid to say anything. Being afraid of people can get you into trouble, but if you trust the Lord, you will be safe. Many people want to speak to a ruler, but justice comes only from the Lord. Good people hate those who are dishonest, and the wicked hate those who are honest. Chapter 30. These are the words of Agur, son of Jacob. This is his message to Ithiel and Ukal. I am the most stupid person there is, and I have no understanding. I have not learned to be wise, and I don't know much about God, the Holy One. Who has gone up to heaven and come back down? Who can hold the wind in his hand? Who can gather up the waters in his coat? Who has set in place the ends of the earth? What is his name or his son's name? Tell me if you know. Every word of God is true. He guards those who come to him for safety. Do not add to his words, or he will correct you and prove you a liar. I ask 2 things from you, Lord. Don't refuse me before I die. Keep me from lying and being dishonest, and don't make me either rich or poor. Just give me enough food for each day. If I have too much, I might reject you and say, I don't know the Lord. If I am poor, I might steal and disgrace the name of my God. Do not say bad things about servants to their masters, or they will curse you, and you will suffer for it. Some people curse their fathers, and do not bless their mothers. Some people think they are pure, but they are not really free from evil. Some people have such a proud look. They look down on others. Some people have teeth like swords. Their jaws seem full of knives. They want to remove the poor from the earth and the needy from the land. Greed has 2 daughters, named Give and Give. There are 3 things that are never satisfied. Really 4 that never say, I've had enough. The cemetery, the childless mother, the land that never gets enough rain, and fire that never says, "I've had enough." If you make fun of your father and refuse to obey your mother, the birds of the valley will peck out your eyes, and the vultures will eat them. There are 3 things that are too hard for me, really 4 I don't understand. The way an eagle flies in the sky, the way a snake slides over a rock, the way a ship sails on the sea, and the way a man and a woman fall in love. This is the way of a woman who takes part in adultery. She acts as if she had eaten and washed her face. She says, "I haven't done anything wrong." There are 3 things that make the earth tremble. Really 4 it cannot stand. A servant who becomes a king, a foolish person who has plenty to eat, a hated woman who gets married, and a maid who replaces her mistress. There are 4 things on earth that are small, but they are very wise. Ants are not very strong, but they store up food in the summer. Rock badgers are not very powerful, but they can live among the rocks. Locusts have no king, but they all go forward in formation. Lizards can be caught in the hand, but they are found even in kings' palaces. There are 3 things that strut proudly, really 4 that walk as if they were important. A lion, the proudest animal, which is strong and runs from nothing. A rooster, a male goat, and a king when his army is around him. If you have been foolish and proud, or if you have planned evil, shut your mouth. Just as stirring milk makes butter, and twisting noses makes them bleed, so stirring up anger causes trouble. Chapter 31. These are the words of King Lemuel, the message his mother taught him. "My son, I gave birth to you. You are the son I prayed for. Don't waste your strength on women, or your time on those who ruin kings. Kings should not drink wine, Lemuel, and rulers should not desire beer. If they drink, they might forget the law and keep the needy from getting their rights. Give beer to people who are dying, and wine to those who are sad. Let them drink and forget their need, and remember their misery no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Defend the rights of all those who have nothing. Speak up and judge fairly, and defend the rights of the poor and needy. It is hard to find a good wife, because she is worth more than rubies. Her husband trusts her completely. With her he has everything he needs. She does him good and not harm, for as long as she lives. She looks for wool and flax, and likes to work with her hands. She is like a trader's ship, bringing food from far away. She gets up while it is still dark, and prepares food for her family, and feeds her servant girls. She inspects a field and buys it. With money she earned, she plants a vineyard. She does her work with energy, and her arms are strong. She knows that what she makes is good. Her lamp burns late into the night. She makes thread with her hands, and weaves her own cloth. She welcomes the poor and helps the needy. She does not worry about her family when it snows, because they all have fine clothes to keep them warm. She makes coverings for herself. Her clothes are made of linen and other expensive material. Her husband is known at the city meetings, where he makes decisions as one of the leaders of the land. She makes linen clothes and sells them, and provides belts to the merchants. She is strong and is respected by the people. She looks forward to the future with joy. She speaks wise words and teaches others to be kind. She watches over her family and never wastes her time. Her children speak well of her. Her husband also praises her, saying, "There are many fine women, but you are better than all of them." Charm can fool you, and beauty can trick you, but a woman who respects the Lord should be praised. Give her the reward she has earned. She should be praised in public for what she has done.